Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back. We have another video today. We're discussing, we got the Future Stars overnights. We got a couple things going on that we have to look at. Also, today is a big day for a lot of the headliner players. It's also a big day because we have all these Future Star 2 cards. We got a new SBC most likely coming out today. Lots of things going on. So a lot to talk about, obviously. And a lot of surprises actually overnight in terms of like what's going on. If you guys enjoyed the video today, drop a thumbs up. Last night I told you guys that I wasn't really sure if I was going to do any trading. I didn't really do any trading with the Future Stars cards. I did a couple of things that I'm going to show you guys. We got a ton of stuff last night, including we actually got new Man of the Match cards, which came out really late. There was no official tweet, which was really interesting. So the only thing I did was late last night. This was not an overnight flip. This was actually me just on the market. I noticed that Hudson-Odoi was like really rare and his demand was crazy, but there was not more than 10 on the market. He's actually 700 on Xbox right now. So he's a lot more on Xbox. But last night on PS, he got all the way down to 500 right here. This is when I bought him. So I bought 3 at 525 and I sold them all for, these two actually sold a little bit too low. And then this one I got at 620. So we got those to sell. That was some really nice profit, about 150 to 200K on 3. That wasn't overnight flipping. That was me having a gut feeling about a card, and it worked out. And then I bought 10 Palacioses at 275 to 280. He's like 290 right now, so I'm trying to stretch that profit to get 300 to get 15K a card. Immobile I bought 20 of. And the reason I bought this guy was because I've been watching him all week, and he's just been really rare with a lot of demand. Really rare, though, man. Guy is super rare. So he's 142 right now, and I had noticed that yesterday, for most of the day, he was like 145 to 150. So I went ahead last night, this hour right here at 129. I started messing around with him at that price, and I ended up getting a bunch for 125 to 130. So he made me a little coins. Nothing too crazy. I bought like 5 Sanchos at like 79, trying to sell those at 80. Guys, there was new Man of the Matches, and I felt like Dele Alli was too cheap. So I bought 15 of him at 80 to 85. He's actually down right now. He's actually 77, so it's not the worst ever. It's funny because I had a friend who was looking at it on Xbox, and I told him on Xbox to pick him up. And when he was 60, he went up 20K on Xbox. On PS, I bought him at 80. I got one to lazy sell so far at 91, and the rest have been, I guess you could say, unsuccessful. So, yeah, I mean, we tried. we tried. Now, I think there's a sale coming in here. It's another Immobile at 142, which is nice. So I'm going to go ahead and clear these. And then we're going to have to go ahead. We're going to have to do a little bit of a relist with some of these because at the moment we got to take some sales here, and I can't. Some of these are just not selling, so I'm going to have to kind of lower list some of these because it's 10 in the morning right now. I don't want to be too like patient with my sales. I mean, I obviously want these to sell. And then as you guys can see here, sometimes not everything works out when you trade, right? So Dele Alli is an example of just a guy that's not worked out. You guys can see I still have some. So we're going to have to take a tax loss plus a couple K on all these delis. But for me, that's okay. And new Man of the Matches mean that we also got headliner upgrades. So if you guys go ahead and come look at my club, if you guys did Dele Alli's SBC, your value is already there. Your value is already there if you've done Dele Alli SBC because this card now becomes better than his Scream card already. I mean, this card has plus 5 pace, plus 3 shooting, plus 4 passing, plus 3 dribbling. He doesn't have the physical and the defending, but overall, he has a lot of pace on this card. So your value already becomes there. And I believe right now Spurs have won 2 in a row. So, I mean, if this card, if they can somehow win 2 more games in the Prem, I don't know. They beat City, so who knows. But if that happens, he'll become an 89 with the headliners boost. That would be awesome if that were to happen, but we'll have to see. But that's the dream if you did do that SBC. That is the freaking dream if that happens. So just hold out, boys. Keep hoping that Dele and Spurs can make some noise because that would be an awesome upgrade if that does happen. But yeah, guys, the start of Man of the Matches is really good because these cards are really fun to trade with. I'm telling you guys, they're a lot of fun to trade with. I've also picked up a bunch of Iñaki Williams. I noticed when these cards came out last night, like Iñaki was sitting on the market at 50K. So I bought a couple, and then I bought some Wayne Rooney's as well. I mean, I don't know if Wayne Rooney's going to be going up today, but I figured he was like discard price last night, and I figured that like maybe when the EU was waking up or England, that people would want to use Wayne Rooney. I don't know. That's what was my thought. I thought maybe he would hit like 20K. Unfortunately, he's only 15K, so yeah, not too much money there. So we're not missing out on anything crazy there. And then what I'm gonna do as well, I think I also bought a Bobby Moore last night. I don't really know though. I can't sell him right now. I bought him at $395. Can't sell him for my life at $420. So I'm gonna try out $423. That's like 8K profit. So we'll try to take that. Obviously, Iñaki Williams, we have to wait for that beautiful little price range update. And then beside that, the trade pile stands pretty understandable. These are just cards that we've had for a while. These Kamaras, I'm trying to lazy sale because, guys, a lot of these cards, you guys know I bought some future stars a little bit overpriced last week. So I'm working on trying to get some secure money there. This Haaland inform rose so much because of his new card. And it's crazy to see, guys, that Haaland's new inform, yes, his new card, is still 3.5 mil. It's still 3.5 million coins. I can't even believe it, dude. He's so expensive. Like, people are willing to pay that price for his card to me, man. It blows my freaking mind, dude. He's still 3.5 mil. I'm looking at the card like, how is this possible? Now, we made a little team change yesterday. And I don't know if you guys watched the upload yesterday. If you didn't, we bought Van Dijk in the panic hour. I bought 2 for 315 and 3.2. I should have kept the 315, but I sold that one. And so we kept the 3.2. He's like 3.5, 3.45, 30.429. So we're going to keep him in the team with Rio. That's the plan for the end of the weekend league. That is the plan. 3 sales. Really? What just sold? Oh, okay. Dele Alli's 82 now. All right. So you know what? The loss ain't too bad, boys. We'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. Oh, we got a lazy bid on Sancho as well. Wow, there's a lot of people buying this card right now. It must be lazy buyers. I don't know. 87 bid on Sancho is beautiful, though. Guys, that's beautiful because we bought these Sanchos at 79. So the fact that those are getting sold is 91. No, this one had a striker. All right, that one did have a striker on it. So keep that in mind. There was a specific position change on that card. So let's talk a little bit about Future Stars cards, guys. I want to show you guys what happened to them, if anything went up with them overnight. So the only other card besides Palacios that I was looking at for an overnight flip was this guy right here, Olmo. And he was like 275 last night. And I was thinking about buying him. The reason I didn't buy him was because I thought he was a nobody. So no, like I don't personally really know much about this guy. And no disrespect if you guys support Leipzig or you like this guy. I was like, are people really going to play with this card? Like, do people know this guy on Ultimate Team? Because I was trying to pick players that, like Hudson-Odoi was a big name. That's why I thought he was too cheap. So I was like, is this guy really going to go up overnight? He went from 275 all the way to 310. And the reason why this overnight flipping sometimes works with the right cards, right? I'll show you an example of why it didn't work. It works because these guys just continue to go down all day. Their supply dries up. And then, guys, there's no supply from midnight, like NA time, to 1 p.m. the next day. So people hop on Saturdays. Weekend leagues going on. People want to use the new cards. And so sometimes a lot of these cards bounce back. So the biggest riser overnight was Malin. Malin went from 180 to 260. I've never seen anything like it. The rise on this card is insane. 180, 190, all the way up to 250, guys. He's 260 at the moment. So this guy had a fantastic rise overnight. To be honest, I wasn't even really looking at him. I was looking at him, but I said, you know what? I wrote him up. I said, Eredivisie, medium, not a great-looking card. So fair play if you were into that. Tomori was one that I was looking at. He only got up to 750, so nothing really too crazy there. And then this one is crazy, man. Haaland is literally 3.5 mil. He's not dropping from that price. I find it literally nuts. Sar went up from 400 to 435, so he went up a little bit. Nothing crazy. And then, aside from that, this is the one that I wanted to talk about because this is the one that a lot of Patreons, a lot of investors were trying to do. And what I don't really quite understand is that yesterday with this card, right, it's a great card, but yesterday all he did was drop, right? And all he did was drop because of overinvestment, right? There was people buying here. There was people buying here. There was people buying here. Guys, when people keep buying into the same card, they have to eventually panic sell it and take the loss, right? So what I quite don't understand is why would you try to re-enter into something right here, even though 92 looks low, that the whole world is trying to invest in and sell, right? Even when you're buying here, people still are trying to panic sell this because they're taking losses. So people were bidding on it all night, and now it's down to 80K. And to me, that makes sense because it's just simply overinvested. There's too many people trying to make money on the same card. Also, a little bit of a tip to you guys. If you're ever trying to do flipping or you're ever trying to do anything like that, by the way, this guy went from 280 to 330. We have him on our review account at 285. Guys, if you're ever trying to do flipping, my advice to any of you is do not flip defenders. Flip attackers, man. If you guys are going to go to try to do any sort of flipping or trading, guys, attackers, midfielders, attacking mids, you guys have to focus on players that people are going to want to try in their teams. A lot of the time, guys, nobody is going to care No offense, nobody's going to care, guys, about a defender or a center back. You know, it's just that's how FIFA works. When new cards come out, people really, really, really want to try out players that are going to score for them, players that are going to attack, set up, create plays. There is so much more of a demand for attackers when you compare them, in my opinion, to defenders. So you guys should keep that in mind going forward. I think it's something that you should really follow by, because I think it's something that you will make more coins off of in the future if you focus on somebody that's on the attacking side of the pitch, you know, rather than the defensive side of the pitch. That's a big deal in my opinion. It's a big thing you guys should keep in mind as you're trading and you're investing as well. So, Ozyman, I'm gonna be trying to grind this week. We'll see how it goes. I already vouched that I think I'm gonna get up to the 85. Getting up to the 88 is gonna be very challenging. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get up to the 88. I already scored 3 goals using League One players, but that's because of Foot Champs. That was with Neymar. So I have the 79. It seems like a lot of effort, though, man. Score 6 finesse goals, right? All this stuff is, like, doable. Score using his card in 9 rivals wins, and that's the 85. Score 2 goals. Like, this seems very challenging, man. 9 rivals wins. Considering Odegaard was also 9 rivals wins. I think, you know, these objectives are very casual, catered towards the casuals. So I think for me, I have to keep perspective with these and, like, not really get too, like, frustrated, because these objectives are just not made for somebody who's in a higher division. It's not made to be. And I think I have to understand that a little bit better, because I think I struggle to understand that. And then I think I get mad at it, and I'm looking at this card like, hey, I want this card. And when I realize I can't get this card, then I'm all frustrated. So I think I got to keep that in mind as that goes. Now, what you're going to see, in my opinion as well, market-wise, is that a lot of people are going to use him. That's a nice deli sale. A lot of people are going to use him with Icone, I believe, because they do strong links. So just keep that in mind as people are starting to get that objective card, that this could be a very popular link. This guy's up at 330 now, which is another guy that did actually have some pretty successful overnight flipping, you know, if you ask me. We got a couple big games on today. I did want to talk about this with all of you guys. We do have a couple big games on today. We've got Leipzig and Dortmund. Now, this is a big game because the winner of that, well, basically, if Dortmund win that game, I think Delaney's getting an upgrade and Royce is getting an upgrade. And shame on me, man. And the reason why I'm saying shame on me, I need to trade with these cards more. Royce is from 1.5 to 1.7, man. And the amount of coins that these cards go up pre-Dortmund games are insane. I just started to watch this, man. He goes up like a ridiculous amount before every Dortmund game. It's crazy. So will be really nuts to see. And it's going to be interesting to see, you know, during this game, what's going to happen based off, like, if Dortmund scored, does Delaney go up? Now he's 260. It's going to be very interesting to see, like, the movement on these cards during the game. I'm going to be watching that game. And then also, I believe PSG play tomorrow. So PSG tomorrow, they play against Lyon, which is a very challenging opponent, even though they're not doing great this year. So if PSG win that game, then Neymar is going to a 95, which is going to be crazy. Because based on the headliner boost that we've been given, it looks like EA are going to go the route of giving +1s and +2s. Because Deli just got like +3 pace on his headliner. So if they go that route, Neymar should have like 94 pace, 91 shooting, or something like that. I mean, he's going to be even crazier. The key thing about the next upgrade for Neymar, he's going to have 99 dribbling, 99 agility. That's a very big deal when it comes to a card like this. He is going to be maxed out in terms of 2 of the most important stats on a card. He's going to have max agility and max dribbling. So I'm very much looking forward to the next upgrade with Neymar Zito, because it's going to be crazy once that happens. So I'm super stoked for that. That's going to be the upload for today, guys. In terms of content today, we should get another SBC player and probably like an untradeable pack or one of those like daily SBCs. I wouldn't expect anything other than that. Thank you guys for watching today. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace out.